Good morning and welcome to your video exam review. Today we're going to review how to take the test, how to access the test, and then after this short little introduction, I'm going to tell you the concepts that are on the test. So I've got to make it so that you can't see my screen because I've got to bring up the test. Anyways, before I get into that, I just wanted to let you know two things that are very important. The first thing is this. I am going to send all of you an email with a Google Sheet that will allow you to sign up for a slot to report out your project next week. I'll have multiple slots there. Each slot is going to be a half hour for next week for your project. Sign up for whatever, get your group together, find out when everybody's available, sign up for whatever slot you want. The slots are going to take 30 minutes. Once everybody signs up, I am going to contact your clients. Now, here's the thing. I want you all to sign up for a slot by Thursday at 12 noon this week. That way, once I see everybody signed up, I will contact your clients and see if they can make it. If they can't make it, it's no big deal. We'll get the information to them. But the key thing is I want all of you to sign up for a slot. It's going to be a Zoom meeting. They will be Zoom meetings. They'll be 30-minute Zoom meetings, and you're going to report out your project. That's the first thing. The second thing is this. The exam has already opened. So the exam is available for you to take starting right now. It opened at 8 o'clock this morning. Right now it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It opened at 8 o'clock this morning. It closes midnight at Friday night. You have all week to take it. It's going to you have 1 hour once you start, but you've got any time during this week to take it. Once you start, you've got 1 hour. So if you go into course materials right here, you'll see the midterm exam is right here. Click on that and the instructions will open. The timer doesn't start until you hit begin. Once you hit begin, the timer starts. You have 60 minutes or 1 hour to take the exam. Again, you can take it anytime this week, Monday through Friday. You just have to take it by midnight Friday night. By the way, at midnight, just like Cinderella, it goes away. So if I were you, I wouldn't start at quarter till midnight on Friday night because then you'll only have 15 minutes to take the test. So it goes away midnight Friday night. You've got all week to take it. You've got 60 minutes. Once you hit begin, then the clock will start and you can take it. So to review, two things. First of all, sign up for a time slot by Thursday at noon. Get your group together, sign up for a time slot by Thursday at noon, and take the test sometime this week by Friday at midnight. I'll be right back and I'll go over what is on the test. If anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to email me or text me or call me. Okay, so there's 30 multiple choice questions and one short answer. The short answer is really just a model. You don't have to draw the model. You just have to tell me the components of the model. I'll get to that in just a minute. You're going to have an hour to take it. It should not take you an hour. The test is not that horribly hard, but there are some tricky questions. So I'm going to go over, but concepts are covered on the test. Again, as always, these concepts are what we would call key concepts, but not mutually exclusive. There might be a couple of other concepts on there. You need to understand the hierarchy of effects model. There's about 5 questions on the hierarchy of effects model. Know that model inside and out. The hierarchy of effects model and the means end chain are the two key models when it comes to doing creatives. So I cover them very heavily on this test. So understand both models, the hierarchy of effects model and the means end chain. Now there's 2 means end chains. I want the complete means end chain. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. Not the abbreviated means end chain, but the complete one. The complete means end chain is the last slide in chapter 7. The last slide in chapter 7, look at it. That's the means end chain I'm talking about. So understand the hierarchy of effects model and the means end chain. Understand the difference between a message theme and a message strategy. Make sure you understand all of the different message strategies, cognitive message strategy, etc. Understand the media strategy. Understand, again, hierarchy of effects model is right here. Understand all the different cognitive message strategies. There's generic, preemptive, unique selling proposition, hyperbole. I think there's a couple of other ones. Make sure you understand all of those. Understand the cognitive component of the hierarchy of effects model. Again, there's another question on a hierarchy of effects model. You need to really understand that. Understand the difference between branded entertainment and product placement. Understand the difference between reach and frequency. Understand the means end chain. Understand what the end state is on the means end chain. Again, it's the last slide in chapter 7. It also has been talked about throughout chapter 7, so understand what it is. Understand the attitude formations and the sequence of attitude formations. Affective, cognitive, conative, cognitive, affective, conative, etc., etc. And generally speaking, it's cognitive, affective, conative, just letting you know. Understand the difference between rating, and share. That's in chapter 8, which is in traditional media or channels. Understand the consumer. Understand what a leverage point is. Understand, again, all of those components in the means end chain. Understand buzz marketing. Understand, again, hierarchy of effects model. Another question. There's at least 5 to 7 questions on hierarchy of effects model. Understand that model inside and out. Understand the difference between the 3 exposure hypothesis and the recency theory, and why people doubt the validity of both. Understand all of the different alternative marketing, from lifestyle marketing, guerrilla marketing, stealth marketing, all of those. They are covered heavily here too. Understand all the different executional frameworks, especially fantasy. Understand all the different appeals. There's 6 of them, I think, from fear, sex. And when you talk about sex, or when you look at the sex appeal, understand that there's 3 sex appeals. There's overt, there's subliminal, and there's sensual. Understand the difference. Again, planned insertion or product placement. Again, message strategy, cognitive message strategy, from generic, preemptive, USP, hyperbole. Understand slice of life, executional framework, all the different executional frameworks. Understand buzz marketing. Understand how humor overcomes clutter. So if you look at your appeals, humor overcomes clutter. Understand how. Sensuality as a type of sex appeal, why it's effective, why it's not effective. Understand CPRP. Understand understand CPRP. You don't have to calculate it, you just have to understand what it is. Understand all the different jobs between the media planner, the media buyer, the account executive, the creative director, and the client. Understand what all of those people do. Again, different appeals. Understand the different appeals. Authoritative executional frameworks. So understand all the different executional frameworks. And then guerrilla marketing. What is guerrilla marketing? Why is it effective? Okay, your one short answer is, what are the 6 components of the means end chain? You do not have to draw the means end chain. You just have to list the 6 components. And you don't even have to list what's under the components. For instance, message strategy, you don't have to list what's underneath it. You just need to understand and list the 6 components of the means end chain. Now, with that being said, also I want to talk to you about, I'm going to be sending out to all of you a Google Sheet for you to sign up for a time slot to do your project report out or your promotional plan report out to me and hopefully your client next week. So when you get it, talk to your group and find out when a good time for you to sign up for. Once everybody signs up for a time slot, then I will contact your clients to see if they can make it. If they can't, it's no big deal. We'll get the information to them. Each time slot is going to be a half hour, so please, as soon as you possibly can, sign up for a time slot so I can arrange with your clients. I know things are a little bit different these days, but sign up for a time slot. I'll arrange it with your clients. If anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to call or text me or send me an email. All right, that'll do it.